In today's world, living on a single income can be nerve-wracking. In today's episode, I'll be dishing out some side hustles you can do while awaiting full-time employment or side hustles you can do to spice up that monthly income. It's your girl Naomi T from the City of Light, the City of Blings, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Grab a cup of coffee, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after the intro. Welcome back. First of all, disclaimer. In the course of the video, I'll be making reference to those working and living in the United Arab Emirates. That's because I work and reside in the UAE as well. Let's start with the various side hustles. Avoid doing anything illegal, join the right way of making money, and surely you will get blessed. The next side hustles, we have the daycare and homeschooling. I know, right? Someone is lifting their eyebrow to look at me. How am I supposed to do daycare and homeschooling? Interesting, right? These may 99% of the time work for females. I'm not just saying that because you are a mom from your home country, you can actually do daycare and homeschooling, because there are some people who are good moms only to their kids. But I'm speaking to those who passion and the interest of raising kids that are not even theirs. Most times, it is very difficult for some people, especially women, to handle work, motherhood, and life in general. And they need a second party to help them out. You can be that second party. So you can be a lady feeling confused on what to do. Maybe you've just lost your job, or maybe your salary is meager. If you are that female that has a passion, as I mentioned earlier, for babies or kids from 0 to maybe just 5 or 6 or 7 years old, I'll emphasize so much on creating online brochures as well as small business cards. Trust me when I tell you this, other nationalities, if you are in the UAE, other nationalities like Filipinos, like Indians, Pakistanis, they are doing this and it is working magic for them. You have the passion and you have a small space that is clean. Create an online brochure, put on your WhatsApp status, get in contact with people of your ethnic group, because we have many, if you're in the UAE, we have many Africans, right? In the UAE, who have kids. Forward those brochures to WhatsApp chat groups, and you can also make business cards of which you take around when you have your cultural meetings. And if you see people who have kids in the UAE, you can distribute the business cards too. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit tricky for you to depend only on your cultural or ethnic circle. What smart people will do is go to parks with those business cards. You may see a mom with kids in the park, walk up to them, chit chat with them, some very interesting topics, play with the kids a little. Then when you are about to leave, reach out to those business cards in your bag, hand it over to the mom and tell the mom, "Hi ma'am, this is the services I render," or maybe in the course of the conversation with the mom, you can bring it up, hand it over to her. She's definitely going to be wowed because it shows how professional you are. So, and from there, you can get a business. Or if she's very wowed at the gesture you've just done, she may refer you to her friends or her family. And that's how your business might grow. So don't relegate yourself just to your cultural circle or your race. Go to the beach, you will see family gatherings, and try to get into communicating with them. Reach out to those business cards you've created, and always make sure your business card carries what you do, your name and your number. Give them and they'll be wowed. And trust me, they may contact you for a job, or they may just refer you through those business cards to someone who needs you. The next side hustle is 99% for males. Even though I have seen ladies who are doing it, this side hustle will work well for people who are having employment already, as well as those that don't have employment or they've been terminated for a job, but they have cars. Because these side hustle, you need to have a driver's license, as well as sometimes, just sometimes, you need to have a car. And that side hustle is delivery and pickup. Mostly you would see people or guys doing delivery. In today's world, online shopping is a very big thing, of which sometimes for those packages which are ordered online to the warehouses to the buyers, they need delivery guys to help them out. Most times, those companies have shortage of labor, especially delivery people. So one thing they do is hire part-time delivery men or women. I'm saying men first because I normally see men than women. If you are that person who is working 5 days a week and you think that your weekends can be used to make more money for yourself, and you have a car and a driver's license, then being a delivery man is something you have to go for. So how does it work? You can go to delivery companies or to courier companies like Amazon, as well as EMT, to name a few. Go to them, register as a part-time, and most times what they do is do a background check on you, and if they deem it fit, you will be called in to do part-time. There are people that do part-time delivery only on Saturdays and on Sundays, and it's working magic for them. So if you have that car, rather than moving around doing nothing, wasting petrol money, you can get into those companies who are hiring part-timers for delivery. Sometimes you can be one of those that don't like the delivery work. What you can do if you have a driver's license on the car is Peacock. For those in the UAE, Peacock is a thing, especially for those in the hospitality sector, for those working in the hotels and those working in the malls, because they have weird closing hours. What do I mean by weird closing hours? Sometimes those working in the malls and the hotels, they close by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And sometimes at that time, when they close from work, the public transport must have shut down for the day. So what they do is use what it's called or known as pickups. If you are that person, you can do an online brochure, post on your WhatsApp groups as well as your status the days you are free. If you're someone who doesn't really have a job, every day you can be free to do those pickups, then all you have to do is place those brochures on your status and WhatsApp group. But sometimes those WhatsApp groups can't really produce your results. So that's why I will always stick on making physical business cards. So when you make those physical business cards, you can just get to one corner of the road. If you see people walking by, you can hand them. And trust me, some people don't even like using taxis, especially when they are going for very far distances. What they do is they will just call you. If they have those business cards, you come over and take them to wherever they are going to on a very good and moderate price. And that's how you can make money, being either a delivery man or a pickup guy with your own driver's license and your own car, and you can really make some very good money out of it. The next side hustle is one with very tough competition, especially those in the UAE and of African descent, because when most African women come to the UAE and they could not find a job, the next thing they do is put a pot on the fire to start cooking. But sometimes some have done it over time and it has worked for them, and others couldn't even continue. One, you need to have the passion to cook consistently, and that's not an easy job. If you're thinking cooking is an easy job, it's not an easy job. The side hustle, cooking and catering services. So you can do cooking as a side hustle with full-time employment, and you can also do cooking as a full-time job. So let me start with those who can do cooking as a side hustle while having a full-time employment. So if you are that person that really knows how to cook and you are specialized in cooking some particular meals, and you know for it that you are it, when it comes to this dish, you are it. What you have to do is, because it's one thing to cook and it's another for people eating that food to enjoy it. Truth be told, one thing that you would do is create a brochure. You can put it on the WhatsApp groups and paste it maybe on Facebook Marketplace, as well as you paste it on your WhatsApp status, telling them the dishes you can prepare well, putting your name, putting pictures of the food, as well as your telephone number. And make sure you put on the brochures, as well as maybe the business card, that it's only on demand. So you are offering catering services only on demand. So if someone has an event coming up and they really need a particular food type, they could contact you beforehand, tell you the number of packs coming in for the party or the event, tell you when they need it, so you can adjust your timings according to their program, and voila, you'll be able to meet up to their demands. What other people do is, if they are working 5 or maybe 6 days a week and they have 1 day off, some very strong ladies, what they do is they still cook on demand, but on single basis, not for event, because there are plenty of people living in the UAE who are bachelors, who are spinsters, and they don't really know how to cook. So sometimes they get in contact with that person that really knows how to cook, and the person is definitely going to prepare them every Saturday or every other Saturday to cook for them to stock in their refrigerators. So if you have your brochures or your business card, you can get in contact with some of those customers that need people or that need catering services on demand, either for events or just for them to have cooked food stocked in their refrigerators. If you're someone with a full employment and you are passionate about cooking, that's the way to go. Let's move over for those without employment and maybe they're trying to start life. A lot of people, particularly in the UAE, cooking food and selling Trust me, that's what they've been doing since they came into the country, and it has been working for them. So how do they do it? After the blues, most times they start cooking. They create a small space where their buyers can sit and eat. Some people don't even create spaces for their buyers to sit and eat. What they do is they just cook, put in disposable bowls, and their buyers come, pay, collect, and go. So you can choose whatever works for you, because cooking in the UAE is something, especially if you're fresh in the UAE, you have those foodstuffs. You cannot place those foodstuffs on Facebook Marketplace to sell. What you can do is you can start a cooking venture, but you need to have the passion, you need to have the zeal, and you need to know how to cook to keep the business moving. If not, don't waste your time. Just sell it on Facebook Marketplace, generate some income, and look for a full-time employment. On the final side hustle is creating a YouTube channel. This can be a little bit tactical. Trust me when I tell you this, because contrary to popular hearsays of you starting YouTube with whatever you have, I'm one of those people that don't agree to that, because just sometimes you need to invest a little bit, make your YouTube stand out. I know it's all about creating content with the ideas that is built in you, but sometimes you really need very good image to captivate people to watch you. And most of the phones or whatever you have in hand can't really work out. So you need a little investment, top up the quality of your videos to make it stand out. The competition on the streets of YouTube is very tough. So good quality video, good sound can really help you to stand out. What I hear most times is you can start with a phone. Of course, if you have an iPhone, you can start with the iPhone, but sometimes would you want to use the same iPhone you're using for WhatsApp to do videos, and when that WhatsApp message comes, you hear the buzzer? Sometimes it's really very funny and demands a lot for you to be filming, and the buzzer comes in, and sometimes the buzzer don't really stop. So it can be a little bit tricky. So I'll always advise get a camera. But if you can't get a camera and you think you can work magic with your phone, then now is the right time to start creating content on the YouTube street. You can have an amazing idea of which people are readily available to watch. Start creating the content, and maybe you'll just be that 1% of that started with nothing but what they had in hand, and they went from 0 to 1 million followers and 1 million subscribers and 1 million views within a week. Okay, so don't really get yourself to the background, just push forward. You can create that content, and when you get to, I hear right now it's 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours. So if you get to that point, YouTube would definitely start paying you. YouTube is another side hustle that you can start. It can be a little bit time consuming, but if you plan ahead of time, it's definitely going to be very easy for you to maneuver, make your videos with good quality, post, and voila, you start earning on YouTube. So whatever idea you have, maybe you are that cook the world is wanting to see. Myself, I'm a serial introvert, but trust me, if I really want to speak, I speak well. So don't relegate yourself. Most YouTubers doing excellently well on YouTube are introverts. people will sit and talk to themselves. So it's very easy, because if you are that person that speaks to the mirror all the time, YouTube can never be above you. So the only thing you need is the idea that will stand out, as well as the quality of whatever you have to put out that will stand out, and you start earning some good money. I come to the end of this video. I really hope someone out there grabs something. You is out there listening to me and you're thinking of what to do at this point in time. Start any of the side hustles I've mentioned, and trust me, you'll be down at my comment section to thank me. So if this is content that you like seeing often, then just click on the like button. You can share to friends, and this kind of content will be coming up again. If you're seeing this pretty lady and you're asking, who is she? I just want you to stop doubting. Click on the red subscribe button to join my beautiful family, and see you next time on the next episode. And for now, I'm just going to tell you, bye, stay blessed, be good, do something legal, and make the money.